Yeah. So let us go for a very important concepts. Next one, it is the last one for this session. So variable refractive index. So far we discussed the refractive index, that is fixed one for any material. Now in this case, the refractive index is not fixed, it is variable. Okay. So in situation variable, in situation where the variable refractive index is taken into consideration, so that will be either in x direction or in y direction. So in our part, we should restrict that mu value changes either in x direction or in y direction. Don't think of that simultaneously x and y directions mu changes. Okay? Here, in variable refractive index, in the situation of variable refractive index, that changes only either in x direction or in y direction. Okay? Then the material which is collection or composition of parallel layers. Suppose if the medium which is composition of parallel layers which are parallel to the x-axis, then refractive index changes along y direction, because from layer to layer, mu value changes. Therefore, here refractive index changes along y direction. So therefore, first case, variable medium extended along y direction. Medium variable refractive index, that is extended along y direction. The parallel layers which are parallel to x-axis. Okay. Therefore, here refractive index is a function of y, because mu changes along y direction. Now in this case, a normal should be taken as a reference to decide angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Therefore, normal is y-axis is the normal in this case. Y-axis is the normal in this case. Okay. Now another case, variable medium extends along x direction, means the material is composition of parallel layers. These parallel layers are parallel to y-axis. Therefore, refractive index changes along x direction. So it is the function of x. Refractive index is function of x. Now in this case, what is the normal? Normal is x-axis, because it is the medium extending in this direction. A normal is drawn to it. This is x-axis taken to be normal clearly. Here in y direction, mu changes, y-axis is the normal. In x direction, mu changes, x-axis taken to be normal. Okay? So these are the basic conditions. Keep in your mind, very, very important. Okay? Now, I will give a very logical approach, and this is not a tough part at all, and generally student will feel it is very tough. No, it is very simple. I make it very simple, and I am going through logical way to make it understand properly. See, this is variable medium extends along y direction. Okay. Now the light is taking grazing incidence. This is the normal and grazing incidence. Whenever it is grazing incidence, angle of incidence is 90 degree. Here the refractive index of air medium is 1. And here with normal, the refraction takes place, angle of refraction is theta. And this path is, instead of straight one, it is moving in a curved path, because mu is not constant. If mu is constant, definitely the light will travel along a straight path. But here mu is not constant, so that will move along a curved path. Okay? Whenever the light exits from this medium somewhere, x comma y, where a tangent is drawn, the tangent is giving here, angle made by the tangent with x-axis is 90 minus theta. Why? Because it is roughly, we are taking the straight line. This is angle theta, this angle theta, because these are the alternate angles, theta and theta. Now this angle will be 90 minus theta. Clear? Now go for step 1. Every time you should take 3 steps in solving the problem, especially in case of variable refractive index problems. Okay, so in variable refractive index, always we are going for 3 steps by which you will easily find the whatever the question asked, that you will easily find its corresponding answer. Right. So step 1, what to do after making this one? Slope of the tangent at point x comma y where the light exits from the medium. Slope for the tangent dy by dx equal to tan theta. Here it is 90 minus theta, tan 90 minus theta, which is giving cot theta. Keep it aside. This is equation 1. Equation 1. Step 2. Step 2, just go for Snell's law applying at 0, 0 origin. So Snell's law applied. Snell's law at 0, 0 at origin. So this is medium, this is air medium. Yes, 1 into sin 90 is equal to mu into sin theta. Mu into sin theta is equal to 1 into sin 90. Sin theta equal to 1 by mu. Okay, it's very clear. Sin theta equal to 1 by mu. Now, making a triangle from which opposite 1, this is mu, this is root over mu square minus 1. And from this, we are taking the help of this one, sin theta equal to 1 by mu. We should calculate the cot theta from it. Cot theta is calculated from this triangle. Cot theta is root over mu square minus 1. Equation 2. Second step is over. And go for step 3. In step 3, what you are doing? Equating them. Why? Because here dx by dy by dx equal to cot theta. And cot theta value is substituted over here from equation 1 and 2. Sorry. From equation 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2. So this cot theta is substituted over here. Then you will get dy by dx equal to root over mu square minus 1. Then mu is a function of, here in this case, y. Therefore, taking this side, so dy is the integral function where we have to convert that, where we have to shift towards dy, because mu is a function of y which is taking towards dy. It is integral function that equal to dx taking integration. That's all. This is the formula whenever the refractive index is changing along y direction. So I would like to give one logic in x direction. Very simple. Here, what is the slope of the tangent where the light exits at x comma y? Theta, tan theta. Now second step, again you are getting the same, sin theta equal to 1 by mu. No difference at all in the first case and second case. Second step is always common for both, that is sin theta equal to 1 by mu. So using this sin theta equal to 1 by mu, make a triangle from which in this case we need a tan theta. So after getting tan theta, then substitute in equation 1 and simplify, you will get answer. So very, very simple. Very, very simple. So let us make it once again. See, in y direction, keep in your mind, if refractive index changes along y direction, then slope will be cot. Just you remember this. No need to do every time. Directly, in y direction, slope cot theta. Just remember this. Cot theta. In x direction, refractive index changes tan theta. Thus, remaining will be sin theta and sin theta there and here, both are same. And this value is calculated cot theta if it is y direction, that substituted here. And in x direction here, tan theta calculated from this triangle and substituted in the equation. Then you will get answer. Very simple. So step 2 and 3 similar for both, but step 1 only changes that in y direction mu changes, then slope is cot theta. In x direction mu changes, slope is tan theta. Right? So go for this one. I will give its value, suitable value that. So in step 1, what to do? In step 1, so it is step 1 for that variable refractive index in x direction, slope of the tangent at point x comma y where the light exits here directly theta, because it is 90, it is not 90 minus theta, directly theta, tan theta over. So this is equation 1. Again go for Snell's law at origin, that's step 2. So again you are getting same. Then from this you will get mu square minus 1. Then what we need here? We need here, that is tan theta. Yes? So using tan theta, see here, tan theta is equal to, so opposite side 1 by root over mu square minus 1 over. This is the equation 2. Now in step 3, go for step 3. In step 3, now this tan theta is substituted in equation 1. So dy by dx is equal to, how much? Tan theta is equal to 1 by mu square minus 1 under root. Yes, mu square is a function of x here. So dy is equal to, dx take this side, dx by mu x is, it is a function of x. Mu is a function of x whole square minus 1 in the root, and take integration on both sides over. So this is in x direction refractive index changes, and here initially that was discussed that for y direction. In y direction this can also be written as third step. See here, third step in y direction, third step is to be modified. So dy by root over mu, in the sense mu is a function of y, therefore function of y whole square minus 1 under root, that equal to dx, take integration on both sides over. So this is the way to solve the problems by using these formulas. A very, very simple biological approach. Let us go for some problems. Okay? Yeah, let us go for problems related to variable refractive index. Now in this case 28th example. So here a slab, it is a denser medium, the slab of thickness d whose refractive index is changing along y direction, that given the function mu is equal to root over 1 plus y, in the sense along y direction refractive index is changing. This is along y direction refractive index changes, and this corresponding conditions we know step 1, step 2 and step 3. And here in y direction mu changes, the diagram as shown in the figure, the light is increasing incidence at the origin and it is exits at certain point x comma y, where indirectly y given, this is the thickness where the light will exit from this point. Means this height is d, means y coordinate is simply d given indirectly, y is given d. Okay, now the question is, what is the path of this ray inside this slab material medium? What kind of path along which the light is refracted? This is point number 1. And point number 2, find the coordinates, find the x and y coordinates where the light exits from this slab. So these are the 2 questions. Let us go for step by step. Y given d, y in y direction it changes. Step 1, dy by dx equal to cot theta we know, because here 90 minus theta, slope of the tangent is, so that is a tan of 90 minus theta cot theta. Step 2, taking this Snell's law over here at origin. Every time you take the Snell's law at origin, medium and air medium, sin theta is equal to 1 by mu, then from which triangle is made, opposite side and hypotenuse, from this cot theta is calculated. Now from this cot theta dy by dx equal to, here mu is given 1 by, see here cot theta is equal to root over mu square means 1 plus y under root whole square minus 1, which gives us root y directly, root y cot theta. Then put here in this equation dy by dx is equal to cot theta. Cot theta value how much? Root y substituted. Then simplify this. So dy by root y dx. Here taking integration on both sides. Now you will get 2 root y is equal to x. Then y is equal to x square by 4. So by this answer you can say that the path is parabola. Along the parabola, the light is refracting into this. Refracting in the given slab of refractive index mu is equal to root over 1 plus y. This is variable refractive index. So finally the path is the parabola in the slab. Now what are the coordinates? Already its coordinate given. See, its coordinate, y coordinate is given already. Y coordinate is how much? Y is equal to d. Put y is equal to d. What is x value in this equation? Y is equal to d is equal to x square by 4. X square is equal to 4d. X equal to 2 root d. Therefore, coordinate x comma y, where the light exits from the slab is x is root 2d comma d. So these are the coordinates. The path is parabola, and the points x and y coordinates where the light exits from the slab is root 2d comma d. So this is one model problem. The next go for another problem, which is example number 29. So let us go for that problem. So example 29. Right, in this case, so atmosphere, in the atmosphere, the temperature gradient, due to temperature gradient, the refractive index of the atmosphere is changing due to temperature gradient. So temperature is different at different locations. So suppose if you think of that in airport runway. So here at bottom layers, the layers temperature is more, therefore it less dense. As you are going up, the density increases, then refractive index changes, varying. So in such a way, the refractive index is varying. Mu is equal to mu naught root over 1 plus ay for atmosphere due to temperature gradient, where a is constant, which is given 2 into 10 power minus 6 per meter. So where mu naught is outside here, grazing incidence, this refractive index, mu is the atmosphere refractive index, say. Now the light is grazing in this case. So the question is, a person who is standing on the runway, at